ひらめいた。
Well, hey there, strangers. What's going on? Fancy meeting you here tonight. What's up, PM Collector Boy, Lurcho Spiso, Satellite, Mizroy? Thank you so much for the Miz Raid. Good evening to you and Princess Balance and everybody else coming in with y'all. Justin, Brett, Buster V. Hi, everybody. Happy, I guess it has to be Saturday, right? Happy Saturday. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing just fine. Just peachy, in fact. It has been a lovely day here, despite my wife not being here. She is, of course, sorely missed by me and the girls, but we're holding out. We just took it really easy today. So, if you're out of the loop for whatever reason, Thursday night, we got hit by a sudden and shocking power outage. Some transformer or something on our block exploded, and we were without power. Seems like it came back sometime between like midnight and 1 a.m. I mean, we just went to bed after that because there was nothing else really to do. And then, of course, last night, I wasn't streaming because I had to take my wife and my mother-in-law to the airport. And they're currently safely back in Japan for now. My wife will be returning on Tuesday. Is there anything the Earthbound playthrough is mildly cursed? Yeah, seriously. It's like, I'm just not allowed to play more than 2 nights of it a week. It's kind of weird. Like, something just keeps happening. It's bizarre. Also, good evening, Lojo. Hi, it's good to see you. It's like the more excited I am to play it, like, you know, it has its ups and downs. Taking a little bit of effort to make peace with it at times. The more excited I am to play it, the less likely it is that I actually can. So, yeah. Who's this nerd? Look who's talking, Manic. Good to see you tonight. So yeah. But we're here now, at least, for the time being, I guess. I don't want to jinx anything. I'm afraid to do anything, because I might jinx it somehow. But it has been a nice day. It's been a nice and relaxing day. I have gaming. For once, finally at last, I have gaming things that I can talk about. I've been doing stuff. I think things about things. And believe me, I'm looking for any excuse to put off this whole Virtual Boy special any longer than I can. I will go ahead and mention, I did reconfigure my controller setup for my Virtual Boy emulator, so now it works correctly. Now I know that I mapped the 2 D-pads to the 2 analog sticks on my controller, and I know I tested in Tellerboxer. I got the Tellerboxer manual on one screen and the game on the other, and I tested the direction, so I know everything is correct on it now. So I should be able to play these games the way they were meant to be played if they were not designed to burn holes in people's heads. See this for the time being. Oh, y'all talking about the Mario's back in a prequel, right here. This is so, I love this, honestly. It's one of my, like, low-key is one of my favorite little things about broadcasting, is like, I can just point to a place in space here, but on the screen, in streaming land, this means something different to you. I am interacting with what is on the screen right now, in admittedly a rather passive fashion, but still, I can do that, and it's cool. Do you want me to find something obnoxious to debate over so this never happens? Hildy, that's so tempting, and you are sweet to ask, but we gotta do it eventually, is the thing. Like, if we never do it, we'll never move on to better things. And like, yeah, we could stall out and play like Chrono Trigger, I guess, but like, frankly, look at the other stuff in this issue. Like, we kind of got to get past it to get on towards greener pastures. And I know for a fact there are some folks that would not be satisfied with the power hours circling the drain here before we ever get to the likes of the Nintendo 64 or Pokemon. So. Look, sacrifices must be made, and in this case, it's our precious, precious eye meats. Still the quotation marks very strange, sir. I wonder if you could clear it up. It's just been bothering me. Yeah, I don't know why they put prequel in scare quotes, honestly. I've discovered, being an editor and living in an English-speaking civilization, the vast majority of people have no idea how to use quotation marks. Like, quotation marks are so arbitrarily used, especially in, like, advertising and marketing. Like, people really do seem to think it's just for emphasis. Damn it. Exactly. People. Yeah, I don't think there's any justification for them doing this. It's either a prequel or it isn't. It's not like, I mean, I think by most standards, yes, Yoshi's Island would technically be a prequel. Not a prequel, but a prequel because it is young Mario. So obviously it comes sooner in the chronology than any of the other games. However, Mario games don't really have a chronology. There's a loose one for the NES games, I guess. But yeah, there's no real chronology for the Mario games, and if you wanted to get really galaxy brained about it, you could probably find a way to argue the, like, infinite links theory for Mario games, whereupon every Mario in every discrete game is actually a different Mario. But why would you do that? It's not necessary or wise. So, yeah. You can call it a prequel if you want. I don't. It's just, it's another Mario game. It's there. It exists. Sorry, guy, if you manage to get an editing job in this economy, I don't know, I'll do past I will, okay, once again, because I am a neurotic weirdo about my own difficulties, and I choose to undershare rather than overshare. I will say only that things are moving behind the scenes, and when an actual thing happens, a thing worth celebrating, I will share it with you. We're not there yet, but we will. So yeah. At present, not yet. Subscribe to the Bigger Mario Hypothesis. Good evening, Eva. Good to see you. The wage of the average person has a lie. I properly use most punctuation marks and like features of a language. I mean, look, we've all been here for a while. This isn't our first rodeo. You've seen the crimes against ellipses committed on this channel. These are things that people do with full awareness of their actions. The only thing worse than having a job is not having a job. God, it really is. But yeah. It's yeah. Most of my editing is vibe-based anyway, so I'm not gonna say anything that might incriminate myself here, but I'll just say I tend to go vibe-based. So yeah. Descriptivist, yeah. 9 periods okay, and Ellipse like, no! 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 Why would you even ask that? Anyway, chat, there are more fun things we could be talking about than this. I've been playing a lot of games lately. I've needed a little break from thinking. So I did 2 notable things over the last couple of days. One, I finished The Ascent completely. I finished the post-game DLC. It was good. It was actually better than I was expecting. It adds a neat new area, a decent main quest with some cool characters, some really good side quests, like surprisingly good side quests. And a lot more just blowing people up. It was good. I love it. I love The Ascent. I really, really do. I would give a strong recommendation of that game for anybody who really wants like a vibe-based ARPG. And violent. Really violent. Keep that in mind. Since then, I've been tinkering around with some other games on my account, but I did notice that there are 2 free weekends going on right now. One for Path of Exile 2, and the other for Space Engineers. I haven't gotten to Space Engineers yet, but I spent a significant chunk of today playing Path of Exile 2. And it's good. It's good. It is very much more Path of Exile 1. If Path of Exile 1 scared you off with its passive trees and skill gems and barter-based economy, forget it. This one is not gonna improve on that for you in any way, shape, or form. What Path of Exile 2 is prettier and it plays better, and I kind of like the vibes of it more overall, but it's also harder. They actually made it even harder, because I've noticed there's like all ARPGs are kind of gravitating more towards like active mitigation systems, which it's not like a huge revelation. A lot of, you know, going back to like the early Diablos, you still had certain classes with like dash or teleport abilities or shields or whatnot. But yeah, everybody's getting on dodge rolls. Everybody's doing this now. This is the ARPG thing now. Doesn't matter what your class is, it gets a dodge roll. Path of Exile 2 has dodge rolls. They went back and added them into Grim Dawn. Titan Quest 2 has them. So, ARPGs now are expecting you to dodge shit in ways that classic ARPGs of yore did not expect. But that's not all, either. I am playing a warrior archetype in Path of Exile 2. Warrior archetypes get shields. Shields are active. You actually have to raise them to block hits, and then you can also get counter hits off of those. There's also active charms that you can use to negate certain types of damage. So yeah. And Path of Exile 2... Well, Path of Exile 1 wasn't exactly the friendliest game in the world when it came to murdering the shit out of you. Path of Exile 2, knowing full well that you have dodges and shielding, really wants to murder the fuck out of you. And it will do it with great aplomb, in fact. I had a rough time getting started. I was getting killed in literally the first area. I got some better equipment. I ended up in a pretty good place, and now I'm chugging along now, but man, it follows... It really feels like it follows the sort of, like, Dark Souls or, like, God of War, old school God of War, design sensibility, where, like, every new enemy you meet will probably just kill you. And you won't even fully understand why at first. I've had 2 instances now. Path of Exile 2 has these, like, abyssal fissures that appear randomly on maps. And it's basically these, like, glowing green fire pits. And special glowing green enemies come out of them. And if you fight a bunch of them, it'll cause a special eruption of monsters, and if you beat that, you get a special chest. So it's a good way to get some nice loot and gear and whatnot. Twice now, I've been doing these abyssal fissures, and when that final wave of enemies appears, there's one in there that I've never seen before, and it instantly kills me. Like, from full health to dead. And I don't fully, like, I don't understand the mechanics of what it did. And I still don't, because when you die doing one of these, it despawns. So, I don't even get the chance to learn how or why it killed me. So, yeah. Skill issue. So, my assessment on Path of Exile 2, I like it. I ain't gonna spend money on it. It is too mean for me to spend actual money on. I'll stick to Titan Quest 2. Titan Quest 2, I think, is sitting in a real sweet spot between, like, the classic action of ARPGs and modern active mitigation. I like the use and reliance on dodge rolls and shielding in Titan Quest 2. Like, you're not gonna instantly die if you miss a couple dodges or something. Sonic music? Not quite. This is TMNT 4, Turtles in Time. Oh, they had a similar mechanic in Path of Exile 1. Also, good evening, Deep Thought. Good to see you. And Dave, good to see you too. I get the sense picking your upgrades based on vibes isn't a great idea. You kind of want to plan ahead, research builds. I don't know. So, okay. I generally push back against the idea that people really, really need to be looking up builds in ARPGs. I think that's a little overblown. I know games like Grim Dawn look really intimidating with their big devotion maps and all their skill points and stuff. But the truth is, in Grim Dawn, you can kind of do whatever the hell you want and still beat normal. If you wanna forge ahead into the later difficulties, yeah, you kind of need to optimize, but that's where the other side of it comes in. Grim Dawn makes it really, really, really easy to respec. There's kind of like, I see kind of like 3 tiers of ARPGs with regards to like builds. There are the ones where like it really doesn't matter. Like, the first one that comes to my mind is Diablo 3. Diablo 3, you could swap stuff around whenever you wanted. That was one of the things I really, really liked about it. You basically had access to all of your skills as you leveled up. You would just tag the ones that you actually wanted to use. And as long as you were outside of combat, you could switch those tags around however you wanted. So you were completely free to experiment with whatever build you wanted and find what worked like specifically for you and the gear that you had. There's a middle tier, which is, I think, is where games like Grim Dawn fall, where it feels like you need a build guide because it looks complicated and there is a cost associated with respecking, but honestly, like, it's not as strict as you might think, and the cost is not that great. Path of Exile is neither of those things. Path of Exile sits in a 3rd tier where your build is really important and it costs like actual money to fix it if you screw it up. So I approach it from the perspective of my first character in Path of Exile is gonna suck. Like, they are just, like, you're gonna hit a wall. Because that's exactly what happened to me. I put a lot of time into Path of Exile 1. Let me see here. Okay, not actually that much, as it turns out. I have 16 hours in Path of Exile 1. I really thought it was more than that. Because I've beaten the campaign in it. Twice. That game's just not as long as I thought. Weird. Anyway. The first time I played Path of Exile 1, I made a barbarian-style character. I put all my points in the passive tree to in, like, damage and smashy abilities. And I was having a grand old time until I hit a difficulty wall. Like, I hit a point where this character could go no further. And I looked it up, and it was because I fucked up my build. It's because Path of Exile, at least when I was playing it, like, the passive meta in Path of Exile 1 was defense. You did not use the passive tree for boosting your offense unless it was a very, very important keystone that changed your build. It was all defense. And I did the opposite of that, and I got stonewalled. So, I learned from that. I made a new character with a build guide, and I got much further. I got like halfway through the 2nd difficulty before I got stonewalled again because I refused to grind for the specific items that my build needed. That's my wall. I don't... Builds won't necessarily stymie me, but grinding for specific equipment will. And yes, this Castlevania song is amazing. It's from Castlevania 4, which is, I mean, easily one of the best Castlevania. I don't like to compare the classic style Castlevanias to the Metroidvanias. If you can keep them distinct like that, then I think hands down Super Castlevania 4 is the best of the classic style. I adore that game. What's up, Bollower? Good to see you. Took my Grim Dawn Necro directly from normal to ultimate on a whim. Thought I get smeared by totally ignoring the in-between elite difficulty. It's been fine. Halfway into ultimate, mostly stable. Yeah, Grim Dawn, I really want to assure you all, those of you that have looked at Grim Dawn and been like, oh, this game looks cool, but oh, it's so complicated. Oh, I don't know how to deal with all this. It's okay. Grim Dawn is really not that intimidating. You can just make a warrior or gunner archetype and put a whole bunch of points into skills that look cool. Find some magical flaming shotgun of death and just have a grand old time with it. It's fine. It really is. Path of Exile isn't. Path of Exile, I just accept that my first character is gonna suck. I don't stress about, I'm not stressing about my build in Path of Exile 2 because I know I'm not gonna stick with the game. And it's going fine now, but yeah, it has a real uneven difficulty curve, and if the absolute mouth breathers in global chat can be believed, apparently the classes are super imbalanced right now, and like ranged archery classes are just absolutely dominant over everything else. What's up, Nemrin? Good to see you. Think of Pokemon and how single use TMs cause choice paralysis and FOMO. Reusable TMs mean all your guys just have the best moves and nothing means anything. Yeah, it's that's a really hard balance to hit. Because there's definitely a feel-good aspect of just letting people customize the way they want, but there's also that problem where people have a tendency to optimize all the fun out of what they're doing. I totally got tried to grind the Final Fantasy X Ultimate equipment, and ever since then I don't grind for best equipment anymore. It broke you, yeah. If an RPG reaches a moment where you can't continue, not a difficulty spike, actually can't progress at all, it's bad. Yeah, Path of Exile does that. I can attest to you. Well, it was a long time ago that I played Path of Exile 1. When I played it then, it definitely did that. I don't know if they smoothed that out. I get the impression they did. The Path of Exile series did not exactly have a reputation for being user-friendly. It's kind of considered the hardcore option for ARPGs, so. Usually make something which looks fun and play until it gets too tough and switch to the other character. Yeah, and I mean, I think that's a great way to play them. You know, I have a ton of characters in Grim Dawn. Just because I'd play through my big smashy soldier guy, and I'd get some amazing drop for some other. This is what always happens to me in RPGs. I'll play through with one class, I'll get some amazing rare drop that would be great for a different class, and I'm like, and I'll roll up that class and start working on that. So now, the neat thing about that is whenever I go back to Titan Quest 1 or Grim Dawn, I have characters at like every single stage of the game. So not only can I choose what class I want to play, I can choose which part of the game I want to revisit. It's really nice. It's fine if games are aimed at an audience of build crafting sickos sometimes. I mean, yeah, but I'm certainly going to warn people if they are. Because I'm not a build crafting sicko. And like I said, Path of Exile 2, I like its vibe a lot more than Path of Exile 1. I thought the setting and world building of Path of Exile 1 was solid. But there was some there were some rough edges to it. There was some parts of it that kind of wore out their welcome over time. Path of Exile 2 feels much more polished. And it honestly, it kind of feels like it captures that good old Diablo 1 gothic horror vibe better than any of the other ARPGs I've played lately. Like, it doesn't exactly. But I don't know, something about it, something about the presentation, the aesthetic, just the feel of it Like, really feels like it's scratching that particular itch, which is nice because of all the Diablo, well, I've only played the Diablo 1 through 3, but of all of them, Diablo 1 had my favorite vibe. I really, really, really liked the way that game felt. 2 and 3 were much more fun to play, but progressively less interesting in their styling. Having your first Grim Dawn run years ago, stuck on a story boss, couldn't kill me, regenerate enough HP, so I couldn't kill it either. Oh, that sucks. Vanilla Final Fantasy 12 is license board where you can make everyone everything. In reality, you're probably gonna party the same dude. Yeah, that's always a risk with systems like that. Yeah, it's kind of funny how sometimes adding restrictions to a game makes it feel more satisfying. Skyrim problem, every character can be anything, which means they're all gonna be stealth archers eventually. Yeah, I think that's a Bethesda thing, really. I remember Fallout 3 definitely had that problem too, where you 100% got enough skill points so that every character could be like a master sniper, stealthy speech crafter, pickpocketer. What's up, $10? Good to see you. I like the first 15 minutes of Path of Exile was new. The moment I realized they expect me to barter with other players, non-currency currency, I bounced off of it. Path of Exile 2 does not change that. 100% agree on Diablo 1, love the vibe, and I've yet to see it replicate well. Yeah, this is not tacit encouragement to try Path of Exile 2, but I do think Path of Exile 2 gets closer than anything else I've played. I think Digital Devil Saga somewhat succeeds in the everyone can be everything mechanic. Why missing in Morrowind is good, actually, because it forces you to focus on build and commit to it. Yeah, that's one of those sticky things. Like, you can see the functional purpose it serves, but it feels bad. It's definitely not the silver bullet for design. Because, I mean, ideally you want a solution that players are either not going to notice or think actually feels good, but missing in that game is so frustrating. Bethesda got so terrified being seen as crunchy RPGs by the gameplay loops heavily relying on crunchy systems. Yeah. Do you think massive single-player games need to get over the idea that every playthrough needs to be super unique? I mean, well, I know developers are heavily incentivized both within and without their companies to focus on replay value. Like, I don't think you're ever really going to be able to disabuse a dev team of the notion that their game needs, like, as close to infinite replay value as it can get. What's up, Boot Blacking? Virtual Boy. I didn't have a problem with Virtual Boy either because I never had one, and my emulator for it's in grayscale. Aesthetically, Halls of Torment comes quite close to D1 vibe, even though it's a very different game. Very true. Yes. Yeah. It feels like Halls of Torment very much feels like an unholy mashup of Diablo 1 and Vampire Survivors, and it's pretty solid. It's cool. Replay value was important back when we didn't have 800 unplayed game Steam accounts, except the market is still demanding forever games. Executives and shareholders still want forever games because they can dominate the market and make all the money. And too much of the gaming populace demands forever games because they want infinite returns on however much money they deem to spend on your game. So y'all are absolutely right in spirit, but the reality of the situation is quite the opposite. Baldur's Gate 3 did great, and that's infinitely crunchier than the average modern AAA RPG. It's true. It's true. It's not the crunch itself that's the problem. Wasn't there a handheld Virtual Boy thing? I think I had one. Maybe a Virtual Boy ripoff. Yeah, this unholy terror over here was the only Virtual Boy thing, the only official Virtual Boy player to exist. And you had to shove your face holes into it. Both parties are stupid. I will concede that's the reality of it. Yeah. Yep, I don't disagree. I am big into team. I want shorter, what is it? I want shorter games with worse graphics made by bigger teams that make more money and are more expensive or whatever. Yeah. Sign me the fuck up. I want really well thought out, emotionally moving, like 8 to 10 hour games at the most. I will make exceptions for extremely well-crafted experiences like Rogue Trader. But yeah, in general, I want to have a nice, concise, fulfilling experience with a game and move the hell on. You guys are making me want to return to Grim Dawn. Do it! Do it! It's a great game. And it's like, it's ARPG season right now. It's on everybody's minds. Grim Dawn is gearing up to release their next expansion. Path of Exile 2 has a free weekend right now. Titan Quest 2 got its first post-release update. Yep, it's big. Yeah, that's it. I want shorter games with worse graphics made by people who are paid more to do less, and I'm not kidding. Yes, that's exactly on. Tiger R Zone. Not familiar with that. And yes, that was Ken's theme. You are correct. EA CEO saying the single player was dead in live service forever games with the future. That was an unsettling amount of years ago. It's still not been proven right. That I know for a fact. Having been on both sides of the press release, I know for a fact that the majority of what you hear from gaming CEOs is them trying to will things into existence. They are trying to use their position at the forefront of these massive companies to direct the market in ways they think will be beneficial to them. It's one of those situations where we can sit here and explain to each other until we're blue in the face what the game industry should be like, how obvious it is that everybody just needs to make, like, you know, Silk Songs and Stardew Valleys and like cute girl horse racing games, and everybody will be happy forever. We can just thoroughly dispense with the whole AAA industry. But there's an entire industry built around it. There is a lot of money already invested in all of that. So. You know, I agree that video games have gone too far with space horse. But that did come from a critically and commercially acclaimed game. Who's to say the horse testicle physics weren't the key to success? If I say it enough, it'll be true. If you're a CEO, that's not entirely unlikely. Me. Forever games, I got one I can get into, maybe two. If you do nothing but releasing, you're gonna hit cap because players just don't have the time to invest in your forever game. There are, yeah, no, they know that. No, they know that. Y'all need to understand this. The whole forever game industry is 100% predicated on a gamble. They know it's saturated. They know people already have their forever games. But those forever games weren't the first forever games. Those forever games took over from somebody else's forever games. So if we make the next great forever game, we get to make infinite money for what we say is forever but isn't actually, because there will be another forever game at some point. It's all gambling. Like, I really hope y'all understand this. Like, the whole AAA industry maybe took too many lessons from the mobile industry. It's all just gambling now. It's all just gambling on having that one game that crowds everything else out and makes $1 bajillion. I mean, like, the film industry isn't so different from that either. K-pop Demon Hunters is the movie of the moment that managed to do that, you know? You just shotgun out a ton of projects and hope that one of them is like the viral darling that sucks up all the money in the room. "99% of AAA studios give up before they release their infinite revenue machine." Step 1, make Fortnite. Step 2, Step 3, infinite profit. Worked at a convenience store every week. The lottery would send us to print out which prizes were unclaimed for each variety of scratcher, and the degenerate gamblers would read the list, see which prizes are gone, still drop $100 on a game that someone else already won the big prize for. Yeah, Silksong is $20. Silksong is gonna sell approximately 100 million copies. Like, Silksong is gonna be such a absurd success. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows why. And yet these companies still will not invest in projects like that. Congrats to Cud, well deserved. They were competing against 1000X Resist, was not easy. Oh, for the Hugos? Yeah. I think bets on whether Silksong crashed the stream. Yeah, $20 for Silksong is confirmed. Yeah. Which doesn't surprise me in the least. Hollow Knight was $20. Team Cherry has no reason to raise the price on it. They just don't seem... They're not the kind of devs that would do that. The kind of devs that take 7 years to make a sequel to their game just because they felt like it are not going to jack up the price on it. Regional pricing, the latest wave of AAA titles, about $115 a game. Jeez. Yeah, exactly. Bargain twice the price. Yep. Well, chat, this has been a wonderfully diverting discussion, but I believe our time has come. Like I said, if we don't get into the magazine, if we don't do this, if we don't face our fears and confront the Virtual Boy head on as intended, we'll never get past it. We'll never see what wonders await us in future magazines. So, why don't we go ahead and talk about it? Right up front, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for the quality of the scans. As you can see, I don't know why they did it like this, but the scans are really bad around the spine. So, you just gonna have to deal with that. Not quite as bad as the awful 90s art direction, but you know, nothing's perfect, right? Wager to be 30 or 40 bucks, so Song's gonna make a mint no matter the price. Yep. And y'all have retro games where they don't hit for you on emulation. They hit a lot better on real hardware. I'm just a psycho. Yeah, not me. Not me. I mean, that was... For me, that was a question back in the days when sometimes, like, your emulator just wouldn't work right. Like, it wouldn't render all the layers of a game or the special effects or special chip functions or whatever. But modern emulation, no, it's the same damn thing. It's all just the same damn thing. Unforgivable Video Game Crime number 29. They never released a Virtual Boy collection on the 3DS. I think they understood that would have been a lot of wasted money. They're pushing the auto pen conspiracy all the way back in this issue. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not particularly looking forward to the special feature in this one either. Well, me, I want to emulate or play Final Fantasy VII on modern hardware. I bounce off. It feels weird in a way. Some reason playing on older TV on a proper console is making it way more charming. Yeah, I don't... I'm afraid I don't get that at all. Twitch just buffered and gave me a heart attack. Alright, first of all, I would like to introduce you to the cover of this one. Because, oh boy, they made this thing as ominous as possible. Like, radioactive glows, scary fucking looking dude from Tellero Boxer. Now, as a kid, this issue was one of the highlights of the year, mainly because of Yoshi's Island and the full feature on Chrono Trigger. Yes, this is the full feature on Chrono Trigger. Outside of that, no. And now that I am streaming this under the guise of the Power Hours, this issue is frankly terrifying. Just like this ad here is. Something to be said for having a setup you just turn on, now you're playing a game and nothing else on the machine is screaming for your attention. I mean, yeah, that's why I have these, certainly. But I have, like, over the years, I've definitely come around on emulation since I do all, like, the Game Boy and Game Boy Color stuff through my PC, and honestly, it's just as easy. It's not as perfect a match as doing on dedicated hardware, but it's good enough. I know this music now. I recognize this. Blue and orange is false advertising. All right, chat. Volume 75, August of 1990. What is there to say about Volume 75? It never gets old. Yeah, the fucking Earthbound music is taunting me. All right, the big feature, the big sticking point of this one is the Virtual Boy special. 20 solid pages of Virtual Boy games. Now, don't get too excited. I actually peeked ahead tonight. This is not like all the Virtual Boy games ever. They are actually going to be spread out over the next couple of months. This is mention of several like launch period titles and then more in-depth breakdown on I think 3 of them. So it's not going to quite be the orgy for the eyes we had feared, but it's still, yeah, it's most Virtual Boy games. I like to know that for a few years the shit posted song was uses the shorthand for wait what the fuck, so that's amusing. As if the Virtual Boy had anything beyond the launch period, yeah. The world of 3D video games arrived. Nintendo powers the insider information on all the incredible first releases for the Virtual Boy. Immerse yourself. The other special feature of the month is on DigiPen. So I had straight up forgotten DigiPen was went back this far. Your hotshot gaming college offerings. So I definitely never read this feature when I was a kid. We'll see what it's all about this time. As far as full coverage goes, we got the Virtual Boy special, and then their full I was wrong. They do full breakdowns of 4 Virtual Boy games: Mario's Tennis, Galactic Pinball, Tellero Boxer, and Mario Clash. After that, we've got Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World 2, which is... I really wanted to say the best game in this issue, but Chrono Trigger is also in this issue, so it's kind of a toss-up. You might notice Street Fighter 2 on the table of contents. Are they going back and taking a look at the original Street Fighter 2? No. It took this fucking long to get a Game Boy version of Street Fighter 2 to market. So... we can look at Phantom 2040 and Ninja Gaiden Trilogy, and again, Judge Dredd. This might be the Game Boy version. Arcade Classics. I'm not sure what this is. And then Earthworm Jim. Epic Center. After the Epic News. Their big features this month are Chrono Trigger. Big thing on Chrono Trigger. Little thing on Secret of the Stars. And then Epic Strategies. And then every issue is every issue. There's no surprises there. It's a Digi-Peru. Don't even know what DigiPen is. Yeah, DigiPen was like the first... I think it was like the first kind of like trade school for aspiring video game designers. But I've always heard it was more or less a scam. Their courses didn't really teach much in the way of useful skills. The Portal creators were DigiPen alumni? Well, damn, okay. Well, I guess it did something good for the world then. I just don't remember hearing anything good about them. But yeah. That's what you got to look forward to, chat. This is Zombies Ate My Neighbor's music, isn't it? Yep, sure is. Yeah, I went kind of a different direction for tonight's soundtrack, and I'm really enjoying this. This is nice. This is my shock face to something adjacent to the video games industry. It's a scam. I heard as the professors are mostly people who left the industry decades ago and have no fucking clue what's going on now. Do that. Probably just because the Portal developers had talent, it may not be just because they're educated. I would hope so, yeah. I can't imagine anybody teaches you to make something like Portal. That's the kind of thing where you have the inspiration yourself and you just need the mechanical know-how to bring it into existence. So. Alright, what are the nerds talking about this month? Our mailbags and hard disks are bulging. With opinions on the new Nintendo Power Source online service. Here's a small sample of what we received. I think the new Nintendo Power online service rules. There's no limit to your coolness. The setup is really convenient and looks tasty. No, I don't want to eat it. Just curious if you ever put a 3D picture in your magazine. I would love it if you have one in a future issue. I love the new... Oh my god, wait. Your wishes are command, Rachel. Put on the special specs that come with this issue and be prepared for a 3D assault this month. I think this issue came with 3D glasses. I think that just unlocked a memory. I think this issue came with 3D glasses to look at some of the, like, key art or something from the, in the Virtual Boy feature. Yeah, I totally forgot about that too. I don't think I have them anymore. Man. If I remember correctly, Portal started as a finals project. Narbacular Drop originated the idea and Valve hired based on that. I understand DigiPen is really good at conditioning students for the game industry. It turns out software engineers that won't complain about crunch culture. The reason why the scan is bad because they did it while wearing the glasses. I solved the case. Came and emulate the Virtual Boy issue fully. I love the new Nintendo Power Online service. It's great. You can get wonderful gameplay information without ever having to pick up the phone. Also, it's a great way to learn more about upcoming games and systems. Which brings me to the NU64. I read in the making of Donkey Kong Country, Nintendo Power Volume 66. Wow, that was a while back. That was 9 issues ago. DKC was made with help by Silicon Graphics, same company that's helping make Are DKC's graphics what we should be expecting from the NU64, or is it only a taste and will it get better? They didn't actually bother to reply to that in any way. Yes, this is... Oh, no. This is Mega Man 7. I mean, obviously, the games are going to have very, very similar soundscapes, but yeah. I couldn't decide if it was Mega Man X or X2, and it was neither. It was 7. Yeah, the other highway stage. What I think of the new online service? Well, it's cool. Only a few things annoy me. For example, you need to cover more of the internet. Not everyone gets AOL. Shocking, I know. You should mention and monitor some of the many Nintendo-related Usenet groups on the net, especially since AOL costs a great deal of money. Other than that, it's nice that you've joined us on the net, however belatedly. Like I said, it looks awesome. I'd go there any day. Imagine getting called out because you are not up on what the Usenet groups are saying, chat. Ah, those were the days. I think you shouldn't waste too much time on the online service because many fans don't have computers. I guess that was true. This area is great. I was hoping there'd be a little info that hasn't been released elsewhere. I'm not too disappointed. Just give us the info as fast as possible when you can. As far as the artwork and ease of use of this new site, I would say it's the nicest I've seen on AOL. Thanks from all the Nintendo heads. Alright, I've been a subscriber since the first issue, and now I can get my info daily instead of monthly. Thanks, NOA. This is cool. And the other day I put my Nintendo Power on my brother's bed and went to lunch. When I came back, my brother was reading it. When I asked him to give it back, he refused and kept on reading. And then after a while, he said, "How come you never told me this magazine was so cool?" Then he wouldn't even let me play my Super NES, NES, or Game Boy. I've created a monster. T-Ray is a poet. Reminds me of funny as hell of a video I saw reading through old Usenet archives like in the 90s claiming this SNES emulation will never exist due to hardware. Kid asked me if you should get Diablo Daggerfall and Todd Howard jumping into shill for Redguard. Man, he has always been Todd Howard, hasn't he? Hey, you want a really shitty top 10 list, chat? Of course you do. Top 10 games that didn't quite make it. Number 10, Not So Final Fight. Number 9, Madden NFL Draft 95. Number 8, Immortal Kombat. Get it? Because they can't die. Number 7, WWF Cooked. Because it's not raw. It's cooked, chat. Number 6, NBA Jelly. Not jam, jelly. Number 5, Star Squirrel. I don't even get that one. What are they referencing there? Number 4, Michael Jordan Presents Minor League Baseball. Possibly the only funny entry on here. Oh, Star Fox. Aww. Number 3, The Legend of Helga. Because that's a funny name, I guess. Number 2, Super Mario Triplets. And number 1, Final Fantasy Island. I don't know, man. Good on them for number 4, but the rest of them just kind of sink it. Legend of Movement Football. Oh, man. Yep. Great. All right, chat, you ready? Are your eyeballs prepared? Are your feelings buttressed? Humor's hard, stop heckling. Final Fantasy Island starring Ricardo Montalban as Sid. Helga's the opposite of Zelda, yeah. Like Bizarro Roadies. Alright, chat, here we go. Here. Oh, nope. Lol, I lied. We still got the power charts to get through. Ha ha. Alright, I tell you what. Since I am single parenting for the weekend, I need to go check on my girls and make sure that they are actually in bed like I told them to be. So y'all pour over this. Start requesting stuff if you want. If you are intent on delaying the inevitable. I'll check on them. I'll come back. We'll run through this, and then we'll see what happens. Sit tight, chat. We're good, chat. Girls are in bed exactly like I asked them. I'm so proud. Oh boy, oh boy. I see requests. Ogre Battle charting high. Damn, it really is. Oh. So we should get a Legend of Link game. Yeah, DKC 2 is not out yet. Chrono Trigger isn't out yet. I got Chrono Trigger for Christmas that year. Admittedly, relatively little speaks to me that we haven't played every Power Hours. Yeah, I know. No. Top of the list is shaping up okay. Final Fantasy VI, Link to the Past, Chrono Trigger, Super Metroid, Secret of Mana. That is quite a murderer's row of good games, isn't it? Have we finished Donkey Kong 94? Yes. I did actually beat that on stream. So we're good there. So yeah, what's charting this month? Well, Donkey Kong Country, the de facto greatest game of all time, is of course at the top of the chart and has been for 10 months. Followed by Final Fantasy 3, what we now know as Final Fantasy 6. And Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. Link to the Past, kind of fluttered around the lower echelons through a lot of, I think, late 94, and then really kind of surged back in 95, and I'm not 100% sure why. But yeah, as soon as people saw Chrono Trigger on the list, I think just excitement for it rocketed up the chart. Super Metroid there is also kind of surprising. Ogre Battle is definitely the big surprise. I don't know if that's... I don't know, man. Like... I just don't get Ogre Battle being a popular game. And that's not really a knock against it so much as it's just so niche, you know? We're still in a period where... like, JRPGs are kind of niche. Like, obviously, excitement and appeal for them is growing, but a big part of why Nintendo Power decided to go the whole Epic Center route was to kind of spread awareness of them, you know? Help people out with them. I guess it worked for Ogre Battle, because they did spend quite a few pages over the last couple months talking about it, and people at least seem really interested in it. Hadn't noticed, but Zelda's long-lived. Zelda is coming up on 4 years. It's currently, like, what, 3.5 years on the chart? The longest lived game on the Super NES Top 20. Final Fantasy 2, what we now know as Final Fantasy 4, down there in 17th place, is close, behind it by just a couple months. Yeah, Ogre Battle, Secret of Mana, Donkey Kong Country 2, which isn't out yet. Killer Instinct, which I think also isn't out yet? Question mark? And NBA Jam Tournament edition of the top 10. Then we got Doom charting for the first time. Mortal Kombat 2, Mega Man X2, Earthbound, which was on the chart not last month, but a previous month. Fell off and came back. Earthworm Jim, Secret of Evermore, Final Fantasy 2, Illusion of Gaia, NBA Live 95, and Ken Griffey presents Major League Baseball. Just by Killer Instinct to a point, the arcade version, been out by some time at this point, had that hype going for it. Yeah. I suppose, yeah, from that perspective, it's more justifiable than something like DKC 2, or, I mean, even really... I'm sorry. I desire a little more ethical conduct here in how, like, I don't want this top 20 to be like just a straight popularity contest. I don't feel like unreleased games should be on here, personally. So from that perspective, Killer Instinct has a better case to make than DKC 2 or Chrono Trigger. But yeah. Chrono's actually a mild sleeper hit. They ordered a limited run of 25,000 carts here and they sold out, prompting surprise reorders. That is surprising, yeah. I didn't realize that. This is from... It ain't Rondo, folks. It ain't Rondo. I really have to remind y'all, Rondo was not on Super Nintendo. Dracula X was. Dracula X may share DNA with Rondo, but it is the black sheep. Make no mistake. Dracula Sex. I wouldn't play that. Decent renditions. Oh, like, look. Dracula X has stuff going for it. Its soundtrack is great. It looks really good. That's about it, really. It is a miserable slog to play, and all of its mechanics are a huge step backwards from Super Castlevania 4. So, it's a good game to watch somebody else play, I guess. Speaking of which, the Game Boy Top 10 probably hasn't... It looks like it hasn't moved much. Link's Awakening, Donkey Kong Land, Metroid 2, Donkey Kong 94, Mario Land 2, Wario Land, Tetris, Kirby's Dream Land 2, Dr. Mario, and Mortal Kombat 2. Every single one of these games was on this chart last month, except Dr. Mario, which just basically just bounced back from hibernation or something. Link's Awakening is 1. It was 1 last month. Donkey Kong Land is 2. It was 2 last month. Metroid 2 is 3. It's 3 this month. Donkey Kong 94 jumped up 3 places. Mario Land 2 didn't move. Wario Land didn't move. Tetris moved up 1 place. Kirby's Dream Land 2 slipped 4 places. Dr. Mario wasn't on the chart. Mortal Kombat 2 slipped 1 place. And then this month, the specialty chart is, oh, and I know we're gonna just love this to death. Top 10 adventure games. Let's see how well they were able to keep it in the genre. Number 1 is Link to the Past, Secret of Mana, Super Metroid, Illusion of Gaia, Soul Blazer, Metroid 2, Secret of Evermore, Jurassic Park, Link's Awakening, and Addams Family Values. Yes, actually, yes. Okay, alright. My only objections are the Metroids. And even then, I get why they're on here. I get why they did that. The rest of these are actually pretty consistent. Like, top-down action adventure games. No, adventure is a stupidly vague adjective, and depending on who you ask, it can mean anything from a Zelda game, any Zelda game, to, like, a combatless point-and-click. And everything in between. Everything. The only genre I think is maybe more useless than adventure is action. I still can't get over the fact that Steam has an action genre. I have no idea what purpose that served. Figure out the rule of the game takes place somewhere that has a name and it's an adventure. I don't even know what action adventure means. I don't know what a lot of this shit means, Chad. The game has a combat system, maybe. I mean, they differentiated these. Okay, none of these are turn-based. They're all real time. I think that's the distinction from RPGs here. The inclusion of the Metroids makes me think that their key delineator of adventure game is some kind of, like, character progression system, I guess. Because all of these have your character progressing in one way or another. Even Jurassic Park, you are collecting key cards and tools like the night vision goggles. Like, every part of the park is not available to you when you first start out. You do need to collect things to access other areas. Exploration element? Yeah, I can see that. Personally, I think the character progression angle is a bit easier to codify there. Track and field is a sports game because it doesn't specify exactly what city the meet is. Sonic and Mario at the Olympics, on the other hand, is. Alright, and then we got the most wanted. Nintendo Power readers can't wait until the NU64 becomes available in April of 1996. That's right. Last issue, it was last issue, right? When they dropped the news of the delay. So I guess they're gonna gently remind people of it every month to keep it at the forefront of their brains. Also giving a thundering round of applause to Virtual Boy, coming to a store near you this month. If you want your voice to be heard, send the player. Yeah, whatever. So number 1, Ultra 64, Killer Instinct, the 64 version, Mortal Kombat 3, DKC 2, Virtual Boy, Doom, Cruising USA, Super Game Boy. Everybody wants a Super Game Boy. Everybody needs a Super Game Boy. You're not a real man without a Super Game Boy in your hand. Final Fantasy 3, we now know as Final Fantasy 6, and Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World. I think they accidentally put Super Mario World 3 there in itty bitty teeny tiny text. Did it actually come out in 96? Yes. Yes? Yes? Yes. Yes. Japan got it in summer, North America got it in the fall, Europe and Australia got it in 97. Last Sonic Mario game had an RPG mode, but Mario Luigi game with time travel. Ah, interesting. It's an RPG if you have stats, an adventure and an inventory, an action game with reflexes playing a part, and shmup if you dodge bullets. That is cool, Shadows. That's quite cool. And then their Hall of Famers this month are just it's sports games. Ken Griffey, FIFA International, and Bassin Black Bass. Might be why you're thinking it's too early, yeah. Okay, so what have y'all... I see 2 requests at the moment. Doom and Final Fantasy 2, what we now know as Final Fantasy 4. We can do that. Block good playlist tonight. Kinda hope they have. This is a nostalgia mix. I really hope they have the Block boss theme in here. They might not. Is VR Doom called Vroom? If it's not, huge missed opportunity. Huge. Block had such a good soundtrack, man. Baseball's a roster but not inventory. What's up, Drake Nell? What am I doing? Doom. The players are your inventory. I mean, that's a decent argument, actually. That is pretty decent. I love, so, the little now playing box down here, not my dick, like down here, lower on the inside. Holy Jesus. Dynamically sizes the text depending on how well it fits into the box. Doom just happens to fit perfectly to be huge. Oh, we're already playing the game. Okay. Let's play in completely unfair mode. Oh, wait, hang on. I didn't realize... Let's do Ultra Violence on the Shores of Hell. Let's do that. Because we've been playing through... We've been playing through the first one, like, over and over and over and over again. There's my shoot button. Alright, we're off to a great start. It always weirded me out how Doom Guy's portrait would get, like, bloody eyes when he's been shot up a bunch. This always really freaked me out. Oh god, it's like 15 frames per second? Yeah. This is not the right tune. I think they must have scaled it down. Because yeah, you're right, this is not correct. Yeah, Doom Guy's head get jibbed and get killed in 10. No, I don't believe so. I've never seen it. I've played a lot of Doom. I've never seen that. Oh, whoops. Oh, there's no teleport special effect in this version. It's just a sprite. How hard could it be? Hearing a 12-bit soundbite rendition of the music saddens me, also reminds me of how banging the Doom soundtrack generally is. Yeah, the music sounds really mushy. And also, I've noticed, like, the music maybe... I don't know how exactly the sound channels work, but something sometimes steps on the gun sound effects, so you don't even get to hear the glorious shotgun boom. Song sounds like what I feel like after sprinting for 3 blocks. Okay, cool. I forget what all these buttons do. Oh, those are pinkies up there. They're not very pink. Hang on, I'm gonna leave one alive, so maybe we can get a better look at them. Oh, okay. They're just shaded. They're much pinker up close. Oh, they don't grunt like pigs when you kill them either. I guess they didn't have enough. I guess they didn't have enough space for all the different sound effects. It says level in the Doom novel where he finds a lost friend and becomes a buddy adventure. A bit impressive as a muzzle flash effect. Imagine playing Doom and the shotgun sounds like throwing a sponge against the wall. I would go so far as to say that Doom would not have been the insane smash hit it was if it had a bad shotgun. Oh fuck, it can't go demon. A lot earlier than I remember. I know the first mission of the 3rd episode has Keiko demons. Did not realize this one did too. Doom basically codified the FPS shotgun. Yeah. And I think that was a very important thing that it did. Wild, because the shotgun is literally just 4 pistol shots side by side. Yeah, but you wouldn't know that from the way it sounds and the way it looks. The audio-visual feedback on shooting the shotgun in this is so absolutely elemental to it. God damn, dude. Look at our meatballs. Alright, you're getting punched. That's all I got, man. If this was Duke Nukem 3D, I'd be dead right now. The door would have murdered me. God, why is that so loud? You am here. I think in the PC version, enemies don't move until you do. I think. Man, this version doesn't even pistol start you if you die. Like, you still gotta start with whatever you brought to the level. Even if it's fucking nothing. Oh, hang on. Maybe we'll be okay. Oh no, they don't mega jib. Dude, that's like the whole point of a Berserk pack. What the fuck? Oh, there's a Pinky behind you. Oh my Lord in heaven. Where is our god now? Levels one of your absolute favorites in original Doom, fantastic music and level design. Also, is it just me, or does the audio lag pretty far behind the, like, what's actually happening? It actually managed to pull off the transparency effect. Doom Guy 58 health looks like me the morning after drinking 33 beers. Also, don't think I haven't noticed the way these guys jitter when they're inactive. Also, I'm not sure what activates these guys. Oh, I'm still invisible. God, I didn't even realize that. I thought Shirley would have worn off by now. Okay, wore off. Whoa, they actually managed to do the moving floor room. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm surprised the frame rate didn't go down into single digits trying to manage that. Oh, right, the goop room. I don't want the goop room. But I guess we gotta. Another aspect of normal Doom, though, about the shotgun, it doesn't really have a damage drop-off either. You see it can hit as long as you line up correctly, yeah. And I'm sure that helped make it more popular, too. Because it's, like, it's kind of a perfect all-around weapon. As long as you can just manage the delay on it, like, it will, Jesus Christ, man. It will serve you well in every situation. Did Quake 1 on Nightmare and Spawns always made you quit? Spawns are always what I hear people complain about in that game. Yeah, Quake 1's level quality is very heavily front-loaded. Which makes sense. It was a shareware game. Well, I missed a key somewhere, so. Let's go into that one room and die. I'm already doing co-op in the old Xbox 360. Oh, that's right. There was a 360 live arcade version of this, wasn't there? Who said that? Oh. Hi. Wait, chain gun. Yeah, the chain gun is definitely going to suffer from the limited audio channels. Managed to acquire a working copy of Unreal Tournament 99. I think I have all the Unreals on Steam from back when they were still available in the pre-Epic Store days. So, about that key. Yeah, the Unreal Tournament Game of the Year version, 2004, the year fix.
I like it.
I kinda want to play through the original Unreal sometime. I've always meant to. I got pretty far in my youth. And just think, chat, if we did that, then we'd have an excuse to play Unreal 2. Okay, key's gotta be in here somewhere. Or not? I have been in here. Oh. Have I been in here? Oh, I don't think I've been in here. Unreal feels like a road trip in a good way. Yeah. That's always appealed to me, the way it feels like an actual, like, proper journey. I have such a soft spot for games that do that. So many damn hurt floors, I swear to God. Plasma gun. Hot damn. Wait. Am I actually hitting them, or I can't tell? Okay. There you go, man. Patch yourself up. There's that goddamn blue key. Unreal Tournament 99 and 2004 games you never get sick of. 2004 is the one that had, like, the big, like, strategic mode, right? Oh, fuck, there's a Baron. There was a Baron. Not putting up with your shit. Why do Doom levels look so much like Descent minus up and down? Because the level... Because despite attempts to hide it, the level geometry in both Doom and Descent is very, very simple. It's all just very basic textured shapes. Seven brought back Assault mode, which is awesome. They had Onslaught, which is probably the bigger. Yeah, Onslaught was the one with like control points, and like you could spawn vehicles to use to get around them and stuff. I think I probably want to go this way. There's a blue door around here. Yeah, here we go. The bombing run was a ton of fun. I remember playing a bit of that, yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they're great. You can spawn vehicles in CNC Renegade. That fucking game. Ah! Okay, that was kind of scary because I couldn't tell if there were more dudes down there or not. Oh my god, I dodged into that fireball. Yeah, the flat cannon was great. Yes, make me invisible again, please. Whoa! What the fuck, man? I'm invisible. That's cheating. You cheating sack of shit. Oh, this is really creepy. Oh, OG Doom, like, genuinely creeped me out at times. Oh, fuck. Ow, ow, ow. Wait, what the hell am I doing over here? Where is the exit? Ah! He just didn't want to shoot me. That's amazing. I don't know why, but it saved my life. To be fair, he was dripping blood all over the place. Oh my god. Don't be like a Baron or something in here. Perfectly acceptable. Holy shit, chat, that was hard. I just found a secret there, though. Alright, this level looks too spoopy for me. I don't think I can handle this. Especially since I can't tell what the fuck is going on. Wait, is somebody like behind me? No. Oh, there's a trooper somewhere. Oh no, brown specks. Yeah, we've talked about this before. Doom's an all-time great game. This is not the way to experience it. That's probably bad. Yeah, that's kind of bad. How did I not pick up that armor? I just want the armor. Bye-bye. Yeah, it working is remarkable. Truly a miracle of technology. It just doesn't work particularly well. Oh, we're out of bullets again. All right, let me die. Eternal rest at last. All right, cool. Interesting, because we all seem to agree that SNES version of Wolf 3D was really solid. I think that's because Wolf 3D was just better suited to this level of hardware. Oh, look at him moonwalking. That's so cute. I'm not sure it ever occurred to me. They didn't put any of their turned sprites in here, did they? All enemies in this game are always facing you. Forever. Like, you can't see anybody's back or side in this. Because they didn't have space on the cartridge. Huh. Kind of wonder what development was like. Trying to cram whatever features they could in limited space app. I think the people who actually worked on the console versions of Doom have, like, done interviews and talked about it. GBA Wolf 3D has no music. It has music on the card, never plays it. They never implemented the string to make it play. Amazing. All right, chat. One more request from this page. Becky Heineman has certainly talked about 3DO port. Nice Star Fox game. Could have run Doom, and so it did. Okay, this does not need to be turned down so far. That's right, he went on to develop Bleem, didn't he? We have actually played this before. Ah, okay. Alright, chat. We're just gonna skip the opening. Cecil is a dark knight serving the kingdom of Baron. Baron is a bunch of imperialist shitheads who sent him to go murder a bunch of mages and take their crystal. Cecil didn't feel good about that. The shithead king was like, fine, fuck you. You're a delivery boy now. Take this package to the village of summoners up in the valley. He takes his best friend Kane and their amazing package to go do that. And it was a bomb, and it blew up the village. So now it's just us and a girl we rescued wandering the desert. Holy shit. Whap whap. Also an insanely impressive Amiga port of Dragon's Lair. Oh, for Christ's sake, Cecil. Fun fact, after his adventures of a dream came when I found the Brotherhood of Nod. That could be a problem. Because you're not going to hit shit now. Or maybe you will. How many Final Fantasy protagonists have accidentally committed horrific war crimes? Tyrion did a few. Cecil definitely did. Terra did. Let's see here. Cloud did. Squall and company tried to. But Dragon Slayer is probably the only justification for CDI. Final Fantasy main characters have a few war crimes as a treat. She must rest! So yeah, as soon as you come to this town, it's cutscene time. Welcome. Oh, take her to the room. Hurry up. Money? No, that's okay. Go ahead. Thank you. That exchange was always weird to me. Because the innkeeper basically has his entire side of a conversation. Which would make sense if Cecil was a silent protagonist, but then he immediately says thank you. So I think it's actually meant to be like more comedic. Like he just understands the entire situation and like stammers everything out, but it didn't quite get translated that way. You okay? I haven't heard your name yet. I know I have done an awful thing. I can't ask you for your forgiveness, but at least let me protect you, please. I did murder your family, but let me make it up to you. Well, finally found you, Cecil. Wait! His Majesty decided the callers of Mr. Too Dangerous to be left alive. What? Hand her over. No! Whoa. Bassin time. After my daughter and I finished Secret of Mana, I'm going to show her Final Fantasy IV. I think she'll like it. It's a good one. Attack! Okay, you can actually fuck this scripted battle up pretty bad if you decide to be clever and go for the officer instead of the soldiers. He can't be beaten. And every time he says attack, he gets his cronies to do a bunch of hits on you. I've actually lost that fight before as a stupid child because I didn't recognize what they wanted me to do, which is clear out his soldiers, so he runs off like a coward. Lightning's Desire quest for Final Fantasy 13 starts to kick off a genocide because she angry. Cecil gained a level. I didn't see nothing. Did I get you in trouble? I'm sorry. It's for me to apologize. Well, I know you can't forgive me, but you protected me. I'm Rydia. Duh. In later parts of the officer dies, the soldiers get confused and kill themselves. Caller Rydia joined. Yay. Get up. Because you're not fucking Terra. Let's go. This is actually the first Final Fantasy game you beat. this was the first Final Fantasy game that I beat, actually. Because I didn't beat 1. I didn't beat 6 until I was in high school, I think. And I didn't actually beat 7 until much later. Because I didn't, yeah. I held out for the PC port of 7, and I didn't beat it when it came out. Tellas brought up his daughter Anna alone, but Anna ran away. I think I actually beat Final Fantasy 8 before I beat 7. As an item shop, I don't care. Kaipo's special refreshment for desert perched throats. Well, God knows you don't want your throat to be perched. I'm on my way to Fabul, but a strange old man is denying the way in the watery pass. Love how PC Final Fantasy VII draws faces on everyone. I didn't like the way Final Fantasy VII looked at first, but I eventually came around on it just because it's so charming. Welcome, we have few customers these days because of the monsters. Never beat 7, I think I ended up quitting after fighting a dragon boss and kept losing. Eris never died in your plays. Was like, oh, well, congratulations. She can live forever. Only the Damsian royalty can enter Cave Antlion to the east of Damsian. They're vinyl figures based on the low-poly PS1 models, and they're adorable. Anyway, chat, it's time for the best part of Final Fantasy IV, which is exploring towns and squirreling out all the secrets. I picked up a sick girl from Baron falling down. That someone being me, actually. I guess he just heard about it in passing. Brace yourselves, chat. I want to go to Damsian to be a dancer. Watch me dance! I don't think I'll ever get over that they made, like, a nude leg sprite specifically for this. Pretty sure this is the only place in the entire game that shows up. Translation kind of blunt force trauma was weirdly charming. Did you come equipped with anything? Do you need this shit? I love their portraits too. Rod, cap, leather. Okay, she's good. It's spelled Damsian, yeah. When I was a kid and just read things based on vibe and not actual spelling, I think I called it Damasian or something. Because that made more sense to my brain. Underground waterway is northeast of Kaipo, but 8 big sea snakes are blocking the way. Anna fell in love with a man, but Tella didn't allow her to see him, so they ran away. Katamari Damasian. Snacks! 8 of them, in fact. What an oddly specific number. This is, I think, the tutorial house? Yeah. Reading based on vibes. It's exactly what it is. Not a lot of games with the main characters in a stable adult relationship with a story. Yes, and this game definitely deserves respect for that. Actually, you know what? If I remember correctly, I think the smart thing to do early in the game... That sound effect is not right. I think the smart thing to do is to give her a bow and a bunch of... I can't believe you actually have to have discrete arrows in this. And then move her ass back row. Yeah, you had to buy ammo in this. And it made a big ass difference. The Damsian Castle in the north governs this area. The Crown Prince sings beautifully as a bard. Because he is one. A girl from Baron was kept from falling down. She kept calling a name. Do you know Cecil? Ouch! Rosa! That's actually who they were talking about, Rosa. Cecil. Don't leave me, Cecil. We need Sand Ruby to cure the fever, but it is in the lair of the monster called Ant Lion. The best remedy for the desert fever is the Sand Ruby. I love medical journals written with dramatic pauses. Love this game. This is... I think there's an argument to be made that this is perhaps the coziest Final Fantasy. That might be pure nostalgia talking. That might just be because I played it when I was in, what, late elementary, middle school. But yeah, I love, like, Final Fantasy VI is always going to be my favorite. But this one feels different in a good way. I just wanted to hear the cave theme, damn your eyes. Oh yeah, Rydia starts with 30 hit points. She needs to sit and be back or die. Oh, she has no AoE attacks. She has no nothing. I also like the way she's like covering her head. She's literally a level 1. Level 1 characters in other Final Fantasy start with spells. She's special in that respect. Rod can't be used as an item. I think the elemental ones can be, but not the basic one. So then it's clever that Cecil starts at level 10 because he has soldiering experience. Bye. What's up, Sending Lux? So the hard copy Final Fantasy VI with the Final Fantasy X demo disc in the case that came with it. Oh, you had the what, the PlayStation version? There we go. Now she knows Ice and Cure. Yeah, there's so many versions of Final Fantasy IV now. It can be kind of hard to keep track of which one is which. I've only ever played this one. I've never actually played any of the remakes. I've also never played the Japanese, like, what, hard type. This is the only Final Fantasy IV that I know. Final Fantasy IV's enemy death animation is way prettier than 5's or 6's. No, it is. It is, and I'm glad you mentioned that. Because, yeah, I actually like it way better. And I was always kind of sad that 6's didn't look as good. DS version's really well done. That one's 3D, right? That one's like a full 3D remake. I've always been really curious to try that one. Then again, my nostalgia for this one is so strong, I don't know how I would take that. When to avoid is the after years. Hey, I've dodged it this long. It sounds like it might make good stream fodder someday. Mention it every time it's finding me, you can tell exactly when the GBA port was localized or references something awful. That old man. No, I need the old man. Oh, I think these are nasty. Oh, that one's dead. Okay, not nasty. The After Years isn't even good stream fodder because like a billion boring hours. DS version is how I learned I was mispronouncing Yang's name incorrectly. Yeah, see, I don't know if I should play a version with voice acting. I might discover my entire life was a lie. It's like Yong, Cecil-ish, Cecil. To be fair, I've never been entirely comfortable with pronouncing Cecil's name. Because some people do go by Cecil. What? You wield the dark sword? Help me, I beg you. What? The wicked bard tricked my daughter into running away to Damsian, and I sense evil in the direction of Damsian. You must be the sage Tella. Yep. I am Tella. I'm going to Damsian to get my daughter who eloped. But a huge monster is blocking the way. My magic is not strong enough to defeat it. Dark sword might help, and this girl is a caller. She is quite gifted, I sense. We are also on our way to Damsian. Good! Let us work together to get to Damsian. Let's hurry! Still say Titus like Titus. I will always call him Titus. Forever. They thought they were being clever, making him nameable in Final Fantasy X. That means I can make up whatever pronunciation I want for him, and you can't tell me I'm wrong. They never say his name in the game. Ergo, fuck you. Oh, he needs to come back too. Lit! Get lit, frogs. Know what happens to a frog when it gets struck by lightning? Same thing that happens to everything else. Minor damage. Well, pew pew. Love that. When you had a very sweet relationship, I run with buttock, no pronunciation issues whatsoever. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Even it's a portrait. Great. I think heal. Yeah, heal heals everything in this game. It's a straight cure-all. I like that. That makes me happy. Kiss Toad. Might be able to punch our way through this. They look so cute when they're preparing to fight, honestly. Jesus. Like, Cecil's all like, ah. And Rita's like, ah, don't hit me. GBA port adds the character portraits dialogue, so if you get Frog, you can see the portrait during important scenes. That's great. That's really funny. Rita has decided she has had enough of this shit. parry. That's right. It's not guard in this. It's parry. Iron Ring. Let's see. You have an Iron Ring. You don't. Let's fix that. Is this the one where the monks yell, achoo? Yup. You bet your ass it is. Okay, hang on. Quick check. How many of you in chat have never actually seen the Super Nintendo version of this all the way through? Zambies! I'm asking if you've not seen it, yeah. Either haven't played through it yourself or haven't watched anybody play it. Because if you only know the remake of this, oh lord. Oh lord. This has a very creative localization. Y'all know the Spoony Bard and all that, but it's that all the way through. Probably the first Final Fantasy completed club, assuming you don't count Final Fantasy Legends 3. Yeah, I don't. That's a Saga game. We know that. Something behind the waterfall. Knocked out is translated as yes, it is swoon. You don't die, you don't fall unconscious, you swoon in this. Let's not slander Final Fantasy. We're not slandering it. It's just we need to acknowledge that it's not really a Final Fantasy game. It's something more. Yeah, heal. Is there a Pokemon got fainting? Some lines screamed to me the translator found in a Japanese English dictionary for some words and found the weirdest goddamn thing. I guess ice is a little bit better on the amphibians, huh? Shadows Grand Final Fantasy Summer Party is translated as feet. Oh god. Oh my god, you're in our repels in Mount Moon. Now you fight toads every 4 steps. Oh no! It does give it a bizarre charm. It does. It does. Like one reason I have not sought out other versions of this game is I really, really like this version. It's so comfortable. It's so cozy. It's so cute. Like I know there's GBA remasters and pixel remasters and the whole fully 3D remasters, but I just really like this version. Don't forget, oh yeah, the phone games. The Pixel remasters, aren't the Pixel remasters essentially the phone games, but with more accurately redone graphics or something like that? Like, don't they use the same UI or something? Oh my god, the Spanish translation is from the English? Oh my god. Y'all are smart folks. I'm sure you can assume this. But like, playing telephone with translations like that is always a disaster. Hey, pop quiz. What are these things surrounding the save point? Like, to the immediate left and right of Cecil, what are those? Candles, I assumed? Save pylons? I have never been able to figure out what these are. I genuinely don't know. Cave dicks. Good an answer as any, I suppose. A special field here will protect us from monsters. We can use our tent or cabin and even save. Let's rest now and prepare for the coming battle in my tent. Mecha soldier is translated as techno, as in techno music soldier. Fast asleep. She must have been very tired. You said she was a caller of mist. She seems very gifted as a magic user. With proper training, she will be able to wield the magic other than calling monsters. How sweet, just like Anna's childhood. Anna is your only daughter. She ran away to Damsian with a bard because I did not consent to their marriage. What do you want to go to Damsian for? My friend is suffering from a terrible fever in Kaipo. So you need the sand ruby. So, you, too, are in a hurry. What is the monster of this cavern? It's a horrifying monster with 8 huge tentacles. I was defeated first to save Anna and your friend. Yay! It's clearly Ultros. So was that a free... That was a free restore, okay. Alright, chat, you may not agree with this decision, but I'm gonna make a judgment call here and stop our little tour of Final Fantasy IV so that we can get to the real meat of tonight. The real reason we all gathered here. You know why. You know why. There's also, I mean, we don't really talk about it very often. I didn't do a full playthrough on the channel of Final Fantasy IV when it came up in the magazine. I would totally be down for, honestly, any version of it. If a large number of you have never actually seen the Super Nintendo version, I would not mind at all playing through that for you. If you wanted to see how I would respond to a newer version of it, I could do that too. So, Final Fantasy IV playthrough when? Well. Not anytime soon. Just to go ahead and diffuse that before you get too excited. Cause immediately after Earthbound, and we're still working our way through Earthbound. Immediately after Earthbound, I need to do Wonder Project J. Probably, hopefully, maybe, by the time we're done with that, I'll have the analog 3D, and I have to do Ocarina of Time. And then I need to do, well, not need to, I want to do Chrono Trigger before we get too far past in the magazine. Which will probably be like this winter, honestly. Assuming the Earth doesn't open up a swally hole if you keep trying to finish Earthbound. I know, right? I'm like, what the hell is gonna happen to me next week now? Addams Family Values. Yes, they actually made a Zelda-style Addams Family game. And it's kind of neat. We played it a couple times. I've never gotten very far in it, but I mean, it's not super exciting or intriguing the way Zelda games are. It's very like closed off. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Majora's Mask sometime after that. That's right, I do live in California, so there is a non-zero chance that the Earth will just swallow me up at some point. I think about that every single time I drive through like the Sepulveda tunnel under LAX and get stuck in traffic there. Looks like we're not moving on yet, chat. I didn't realize this was with Hank Parker. Why? Because it's Bass or Virtual Boy. Take your pick. We're in a real prisoner's dilemma here, chat. Except there really is no situation where both prisoners cover for each other. The Virtual Boy will never cover for you. You have a duty to fishing games now, getting increasingly angry after catching a fish back. And kiss my bass. Wild Blue looks like Star Fox game Nintendo wished it still made. Oh, you silly Billy. Nintendo doesn't wish they made Star Fox games. If they did, they would just make one. Need to get going. Me and the kids are going to local Renaissance Fair tomorrow with some friends. We need to head out fairly early. Nice! Welcome to the exciting world of bass fishing, though. Have a good one, Chaos. Prepare to match wits with the tenacious and elusive back. I know who's gonna win this battle of wits. Seek out bass while competing against other anglers. Use your finesse and skill to become the world champion. This black bass looks like a boss from a Castlevania game. Gain appreciation for what it takes to become a pro basser. Somebody shot that fish out of a cannon. I know like half the people that work there, this is like you can see all my friends. Beep boop. Choose one. Well, I guess we're Charlie Chum. Oh, Lord in heaven. Okay. I don't remember this one so well. I doubt there are any fish here. Do you really want to cast here? No? There's some action on the fish finder. It might only be the weeds. Try casting. I don't see any damn fish. Ah, you'll never get one doing that. The vibrating blades lure the fish. Reel in the line little by little. Was that not what I was doing, fuckface. Best way to tell the difference between smallmouth and largemouth is to look at the tail. Largemouth has rounded fins and smallmouth are more triangular. I mean, just based on the name, it sounds like you could just look them in the mouth. But I guess not. Father had one of those fish radars when he took me on the many forced fishing trips. For the life of me, I couldn't really understand how we were seeing a changing lake bed while being stationary. Pretty funny. Well, he didn't have any advice this time, so I guess I did it right, technically. I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to see the fish, or what. Largemouth have their mouth corners go past their eyes, but that part I honestly can't tell the difference. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, this is so exciting, chat. I think I get it now as a dumb kid. It was kind of how the fuck are you making any use of this? Is this a horror game? Yeah, I don't know what that background noise is actually supposed to be. God, shut the fuck up, man. Like, I need to go somewhere where there's like a million fish. Bass like to feed in the reeds. The bass must be hiding here. Look out for hazards when you cast. What, like turrets? Mines? What's his face is kind of a douchebag. Oh, I think he was saying the lure can get caught in the reeds. Engine clearly runs off the souls of the drowned. That'd be an exciting fishing game. Yo, chat, I don't know if y'all ever played Dredge. That is a fantastic game. Peak fishing horror, that one. Avoid the mines, trying to get eaten by sharks or kraken. Dredge is great, isn't it? So I can't help but notice that we've been to several spots now that our fishing attaché has indicated should have fish, but have no fish. I have seen no fish in this fishing game yet. Sharks get such a bad rap, they're such a dirtbag. Like, is this game attempting to capture the endless monotony of fishing? Because it's doing a pretty decent job of that. You're wise to cast here. Am I, though? Am I really? I hit a reed. Never quite get past the first time seeing the anglerfish and dredge. Oh god, yeah. Maybe try turning the fishing off and then on again. Alright, I'll try a different lure. I was impressed in Dredge how they actually managed to escalate the threats as your own capabilities increase to keep the game tense. Jig and pork bait is best in the reeds. Also, the spinner bait works well. So we've been using the spinner. That's a spinner. Okay, that's a jig and pork. Lures the lunkers with pork flavor. Use fluid motions and let it glide to the bottom. Review others? No. Alright, so we're gonna attach the... Oh, huh, weird. I did a demo of Dredge back before it came out during an X-Fest. Dance. I was suspected those machines are actually just complete bullshit. Oh yeah, totally. There's fish down there. You have no way of confirming that the display isn't random. They're kind of like the what, like EVP machines of the fishing world. The spirit boxes. They're really just run through radio stations so fast people can convince themselves they're making up random gibberish. Fishermen are superstitious enough to believe it works. That's why orcs would make great fishermen, because they could just believe that all these goofy tools actually work and just bring in tons of fish. Maybe we'd have more luck if we weren't fishing in a haunted swamp. Sorry, this is all we could get. What'd you think of lure? If lure is the one that I'm thinking of, where you're like, it's got like a PS1 aesthetic and you're fishing in this like big abandoned fishing hole up in the mountains, it was great. I really, really liked it. Alright, I've decided this game is bullshit. Game's bullshit. Not having it. You're wise to cast your young grasshopper. You won't catch anything, but I think you're a really smart cookie if you cast here. Like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you so bad. Well... The thing is, chat, when we still had close to an hour, it felt like it was worth turning the page to get to the Virtual Boy stuff. Now, I'm not so sure. Now I'm thinking maybe we just noodle around here for a bit. Would you rather play a little more DKC 2 than Virtual Boy? I think I would, actually. I think I would. I know. No. What I'm thinking is we'll dick around on the power charts for the rest of the night, or we'll probably just play DKC 2 for the rest of the night. And then when we come back on Thursday, we will start. we'll start on the Virtual Boy page. I will turn the page tonight. After I close requests. But yeah, I think you know what, we deserve a night like this to just kind of sit around, shoot the shit, play some decent games, and also Bassin's Black Bass. Why not? DKC 2 is the new DK94. It could be. I mean, I did beat DKC 1. Fuck, oh god, which version did I play? Yeah, we can't do N64 yet, unfortunately. And then once we do, I'm actually gonna have a limited library to work from, because I get the feeling that all this tariff bullshit is gonna make it either really hard or prohibitively expensive to get new flashcards. So, how come nobody told me DKC2 charges money to save your game? That doesn't sound like a detail my mind would forget. Maybe you just beat it in one sitting, so it didn't matter. Maybe your mastery over DKC2 prevented that from being even relevant. Diddy's Conquest. Haha, it's so clever. Alright, hit us. Let's see. I really like this track. Lockjaw's Locker, it would seem. There we go, that's her flutter. Need to make sure I actually know what the fuck I'm doing here. Oh! Great way to announce your demise. Oh! Whoa! For the briefest second, I was a little panicky because I was like, what if I start drowning? And I'm like, no, this isn't a Sonic game. You have nothing to fear. All the bananas in the chest don't count because they're all waterlogged and gross. You don't know how long they've been in here. Bye, Dixie. No fish allowed. Damn it. I love, this is just a little thing. I love that little fish's like bitey sound. It sounds really good. Get his ass. Yep, it is a good meaty chomp. I was trying to let him do it, but he wouldn't oblige me. And thus he must die. Ah! Fish, no! Boom. Swanky's bonus bonanza. Give him a big hand, folks. Good evening, I'm Swanky Kong. You're tonight's contestants on my bonanza. It's easy to play. Just pick a game and you're away. Alright. We'll do the free one. It's fine. Swanky Schwag. What is my name? Swanky, Wonky, or Stinky? Haha. Well done, let's have another. What is the first enemy that you see in the game? Furry rat? Clever little monkey? Now listen carefully. What is the name of this area of the island? Gangway garbage. Gangland galleon. Gangplank galleon. Alright, this little monkey is a winner. Game complete. I think that's good enough for now. Didn't they do well? Top sail trouble. Snack? What the hell? I love this song. Oh. No! No! My damn snack. Honk. Ah, shit! Oh, hey. That was actually a good thing. Dang on, you may have nice teeth, and my players dig bongos if you Oh shit. Oh, they're right back, thanks. So I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do with it. That, I guess. Oh, so I can fuck this guy up. Boom! Idiot. Never heard a crocodile honk before? It's something, isn't it? Whoop! Oh, fuck. I think DK is really caked up in the new game. It made it real sexy, just like you asked. There we go. Yeah, look at those guys. Just living their best pirate life. Whoa there. Wait a minute, this rope isn't connected to anything. Oh, fuck. Thought I had that. Boom! Cog! Forgot I didn't pick up the end. Lizards don't have opposable thumbs. How are they doing that? Funky's flights. No thank you. Crow's nest. Dun dun dun. Doink. Gremlins aren't really doing anything, are they? They're randomized bugs and fishing, more culpable, banana theft for being more aggressive. Perhaps the Kremlings just fell in with a bad crowd. Doink. Why would you do that with your own eggs? Like, that's kind of messed up, man. Ah, shit. Oh, fuck, there's money up here. We died for it, but I mean, there was money up there. The little girl had Donkey Kong. I have noticed that DKC bosses tend to be kind of long affairs. Like, if you know the boss really well, there doesn't seem to be any way to really speed things up. Like, they have very clearly prescribed patterns. And you're kind of stuck with them. I appreciate how his normal sprite wiggles angrily upon damage. Alright, so I was done onto Crocodile Cauldron. This place looks like hell. Hot head hop. Well, World 2 is already Volcano Land. Brutal. Wow. Doink. Whoa! Holy Jesus. That noise. I love that noise. Something wildly satisfying about it. Whoa there. Boom. Get in the lava. What the hell is this for? Ooh, okay. Collect the stars. Apparently the king has the tech and infrastructure to make lava-powered theme parks complete with electricity. I did it. Ah. Give me a big fancy coin. Whoa there. Okay. Spooter? Ah. Sand. Okay, can't do that. I love... Oh, that's not how the spooter works, huh? Okay. No, my money! My nana money. Oh, shit. Yeah, I do kind of love the sneaker spooter. Ah, shit. No, fucking... God damn it. I think you shoot a button to... press a button to shoot with. There it is, okay. I'm not sure what that's supposed to accomplish. Whatever, man. Oh, you can make him. Ah, you can make platforms in midair. Got it. Okay. Surprisingly useful spooter. Shockingly useful, in fact. Find the token! Spider-Man wishes he could use webs and camo. Aha! I found it! I'm a genius. No, Spooter, our time has come to an end. That's awfully nice of him. This. Another bonus minute. Wait, where's this go? Huh, there's 2 levels. Clubba's kiosk. Now hear this, landlubbers. My name is Clubba, and to cross me bridge is gonna cost you many pieces of 8. And if yours don't pay up, I'll run you through like the scurvy dogs ye are. Ahar. It costs 15 creme coins to cross over, mateys. That's a lot. You can fight him? What's wrong with you? Our bonus rooms must be too hard for you flea-bitten chimps to find. That's pretty funny. Is that like a shortcut through the worlds? Does that like let you pay to skip levels or something? Oh, it's a bonus level. Oh, interesting. Okay. Ah, shit. Freeze has an option, just have your shit slapped and told you suck. Oh, well, I fucked that up. Holy fucking shit. Okay. I think if Star Red weren't a shortcut, it was balanced more like Special World. Ouch. Yeah, come on, man. Oh. Oh, okay. Sleep calls, been a rare good day. It was fun. I did it with enjoyable art stream. Thank you, Drake. No, I appreciate that. Have a good one, and I will see y'all on Monday. Hopefully for Earthbound. God knows I don't want to jinx it. Oh, there was a bee there. Holy. Oh, God. Oh, hi. Okay. Fuck! Oh, sorry, girl. Oh, okay. Ha 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 ha. Keep forgetting that's there. Scary bees, chat. Yay! Monkey's Flights. Lava Lagoon. Wow, okay. This looks like it could potentially suck a lot. Well, hey there, champ. Wait, really? How long is it gonna stay like that, though? Not very long. Surprised that works. Okay, I guess we're going this way. Whoa, what the fuck? What? How did that work? Why did that work? What the hell is this? What the hell is anything? Huh, okay. So that was invulnerability. I mean, I liked DKC 1. I had a good time with that. Oh, we gotta go over here, right? Yeah. Like, I certainly did not dislike it at all. But it certainly seems good. Definitely prefer 2, though. Ugh. Ah. Monies. Kong College. Red Hot Ride. Oh, okay. Whoa, okay. So we control the left and right on the balloon, and then the steam steam gusts blow it up and down. Okay, I get it. Damn it, guy. I'm not having this. Oh my god, are you kidding me? What the hell, man? Why? I'm not complaining, but that's ridiculous. Yangi. Wee. Really? Ah, shit. Oh, no, don't! I did not touch the jump button. She does that automatically. She leaps into action, though it be a fatal mistake on her part. You see what you're saying about DKC 2 being far more precision-based than 1? Not really. It really doesn't seem that different from 1. I haven't had to do anything in this game yet that held a candle to those fucking minecart levels. Balloons are a neat gimmick. I do like this. I'm glad they came up with neat new stuff to do in each iteration. That seems bad. Oh, shit. I guess knowing what I do about how low you can go on this. That. I also think it's funny that this triggers their idle animations, but not your partner's idle animation. Didn't realize the screen scrolls up and down a little bit here, and I actually had more of a threshold there. Boom! Monkey Museum... Squawk's Shaft? Let's see what this is. These guys look ridiculous. Okay. This is a really pretty level. I didn't mean to do that, and I'm really glad it worked out. Oh, shit. Ooh, I'm glad you can recover that. Really glad you can recover that. Oh. Burb. Flappy. What's he spitting? They look kind of like cheese balls. Coconuts, egg, coconuts. Oh shit. Shit. At least the bird is okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, turns out if you hold Y, you fly like a shitload faster. That doesn't always work with these guys. Also, it's really awkward. Ow. Other way, bro. Okay, cool. Goodbye, Burb. Money! I dare Super Robot Wars game actually make me thinking on the 5th stage. Here we go. Cleaver's Kiln. What the hell? What the fuck? How convenient, thank you. I guess we're going this way. Okay, bye. Holy shit. Oh, no. Yoink. What? Wait, what? Okay, I don't love that. This is a really weird boss. What? I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Can you please be done? It's creative, at least. What's weird about a sword with a lava hand, then the sword loses the hand and flies on its... Oh, you know. Nothing, really. Kremque. Okay, I don't want to... I forgot you could do that. I don't want to do this. I want to save. I guess now I have to beat this level, huh? Yeah, no, I wanted to... Shit. Okay, well, I died. Perfect. Yeah, I wanted to go back and save, but I didn't realize it wouldn't... What is the button to not do the level? Okay, it's not that button either. So wait, once you enter a new area, you can't go back to... Okay. Ow. Okay. Whoa! Oh shit. Oh my god. I don't want to be stuck doing this. I really don't. Alright, I'm done. Easy solution to that. I don't want to be stuck doing this. I won't. You can just listen to that in the background. Alright, anyway, chat, I am going to call it a night here. We successfully dodged our virtual boy obligations. Yeah, I'm going to. So we'll be back here on Thursday. All right. Tomorrow night, nothing. No stream tomorrow night. I'm gonna take another day to rest and hang out with my girls. Monday, God willing, we'll be back with Earthbound, and who knows? Maybe fate will actually let us do 3 nights of Earthbound next week: Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll come back to the Virtual Boy feature on Thursday. Hopefully get past that so we can do something else on Saturday. And then Friday, I don't know. I don't have any plans yet. Oh, I think I am going to open volunteers for the September community night tomorrow. So yeah, look out for that, I guess. All right, cool. Let's go find somebody to raid, shall we? Let's see what's going on. How about... I think I will send you over to Jerp tonight. Looks like Jerp's doing Expedition 33. He just started it like a day ago, so you can see how I was treating him. So yeah. Anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thanks for joining me for a whole bunch of good old Super Nintendo games, and not the Virtual Boy, as we thought we might do. But don't worry, next week, for real this time, we'll actually get into it, and I'm sure our eyeballs will thank us for that. So thanks again for coming out. Hopefully I will see you on Monday, hopefully, for Earthbound. Fingers crossed. Until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.
I think